Hello everyone, what is going on? You know, there are a bunch of piano videos out there, from synesthesia to learning your favorite chord or chord progression, sight reading perhaps, favorite song, and we dabble and we get through things. We might take an app and learn from there. We just want to have fun, and I'm here to say that is awesome and I want to bring you there. But Swiss cheese learning, I'm going to be mentioning that a lot on this channel. What happens is we have a weak foundation, so we hit roadblocks. And the roadblocks can be pretty intense. It could be injury, it could be just frustration because you can't get something. So if we break things down in a stepwise motion, you'll be able to learn faster down the road, you'll be efficient, you'll learn the language. So we today are going to work on note naming. So this is for someone who needs a quick review or someone who's not looked at the keyboard at all. However, even if you can play some stuff but you're not sure what note is what, if you want to learn that, then this video will help you out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we are learning this from the first time, so we got to think patterns. So we have our 2 black keys, 3, 2, 3. When we go right, the pitch goes up. When we go left, the pitch goes down. And that is our situation right now. We have 2 black keys. We're going to go to the first one here. They're a pair, 1, 2, and we're going to go down to physically the closest note, which is C. That is one way to locate C, and then you can find the next C by looking for the 2 pattern here, and so forth. We are now going to discover another way to do this. Some of my students have learned this way, especially younger students. We have the 2 black keys. Think of that as the doghouse. Between the 2 black keys, we have the pitch D. So this is where the real learning begins. It's pretty easy. The musical alphabet is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then back to A. We're going to start on middle C here, and then we have D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So you want to practice that, saying it out loud, and as you're playing it, go ahead and discover the patterns that you're seeing. So for instance, I'm doing C, D, E. I'm like, okay, 2 black keys here, and to the right, I have an E. That's really good time spent because then you'll be able to get landmarks quickly. Another thing you should do is know the musical alphabet frontwards and backwards. Since we're just working within these white notes, C through C, you should check it out like this. Plain and simple here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. All of us can think that way. It's simple, but in music, we go forwards and backwards, so you have to practice saying it out loud, and this might be a good way. Saying it out loud backwards, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Do that a few times. We take this away. You can now see we have C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Spend a little time with that, even if you just have to think like C to B. Okay, and then I have A. If you keep going from here to your landmark, you can do that a few times, but I would suggest really trying to memorize the notes backwards. It's time well spent. All right, so let's say you have got the notes down and you're pretty good going backwards. Then you got to do the next step is mix them up. So name that note. You will catch yourself probably starting from C, counting up. Soon though, you'll just know that's F through what we call practice, or call it playing, whatever you want that gets you going. And you can also think, if you have 3 keys here, to the left is F. That's one way of doing it. So you want to mix it up. This has worked for me, where I go C, and then skip a note, E, skip a note, G. Skip a note, B, you can hear it resolve. And that's a good thing to do. Try to hear the sounds while you're playing them. So another thing you can do is there are apps out there like musictheory.net, or you can have a friend, or you can look away and close your eyes and just play a random white note and see if you can name it. And don't get too carried away, but the more you do this consistently, the better you'll get at it. And what I mean consistently is just a minute or 2 or 3 in your practice time. Now it's time for sharp keys. So sharp keys, we have C here. We're going to go up a semitone or a half step, and that is C sharp. And we're calling that a half step because it's physically the closest note. C to C sharp. Going right, going up. The sound increases a little bit. And then if this is D, that's D sharp. Here's the confusing part. E to an F, well, it's E going up a half step is E sharp, sorry. Now F, we have going up to an F sharp. We have a G going to a G sharp. A to an A sharp. B going up, B sharp. So you want to practice that, and a good way to practice it is take the sharp symbol away. And so if I say play G sharp, take the sharp symbol away, find G, and then go up. A few times doing that, you should be good to go. Now it's time for flat keys. All right, flat note time. So some students get a bit confused thinking flats because now we have to go to the left. Just like earlier in the white keys, we have to go backwards. So we're going to start with D. And since this note is physically closest, we're going down a half step semitone, and that's D flat. Let's find E. Go down, E flat. Most important in this video, the white keys, they are your anchor. After you get them down, frontwards and backwards, you're really good to go. We have an F, now F flat. This note is physically closest, so it's called an F flat. I'm wondering if you will play an F flat soon. Maybe, maybe not. Don't worry about it. But G to G flat. A to A flat. B going down to B flat. Here is C to C flat. So the same rule applies. If I say play me a G flat, take away the flat, play the G, and then going down a half step. All right, so let's review what we did today. Soon, by the way, I'm going to have a note naming speed test, and I'm going to challenge you in different ways so you can figure out how your skill is and how you're improving. We are looking at the white notes. A few things you can do is if you think you can name them really well going up, then practice going down. If you have a hard time with that, you're going to want to get that pattern in order, and you want to go through it slowly. The second thing is name the pitches and make it random. So just play a random note. What is that? It's a G. And you will start seeing different ways. After a while, you'll know counting up, C to G is a fifth, but you might start seeing patterns like this. These two black keys, between them is G after some time. So sharp keys, think about going up, half step, semitone. And if I ask you to play a D sharp, then if you don't know what that is, take the sharp away. There's D, go up. Quick trick. And then F, no, I won't go to F flat, sorry. If you go to G flat, play G flat. I don't know what that is. Play G. Okay, I think I know that. Go down, G flat. So again, third time I'm saying this, I believe, is work on the natural notes, the white notes. Thank you so much for watching. If you're finding value out of this content, can you hit the like button so it can reach other awesome people like you? And most importantly, make sure you take advantage of the link I have in the description because I'm offering a free mini piano course where I go over this and then some other skills. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.